King's Landing is the capital of the Seven Kingdoms and the most populous city in Westeros. It is a sprawling metropolis with a rich and vibrant culture, but it is also a city of contrasts. The noble houses of Westeros vie for power and influence within its walls, while the small folk struggle to survive in its slums. A melting pot of cultures. King's Landing is a melting pot of cultures from all over Westeros and Essos. The city's population includes Undulls, First Men, Rhoynar, Dornishmen, and even some people from the Free Cities. This diversity is reflected in the city's architecture, food, and language. The city's architecture is a mix of different styles, reflecting its long and varied history. The oldest buildings in the city date back to the Undull invasion, while the newest buildings were constructed during the Targaryen dynasty. The city's walls are a mix of Undull and First Men construction, and the Red Keep itself is a Targaryen fortress. King's Landing is also a culinary melting pot. The city's restaurants serve food from all over Westeros and Essos. The small folk typically eat a simple diet of bread, stew, and vegetables, while the nobility enjoy more elaborate meals. Some of the city's most popular dishes include Dornish peppers, Lannister wine, and Riverlands lamb. The city's language is also a mix of different dialects. The common tongue is spoken by most of the city's inhabitants, but there are also many people who speak High Valyrian, the language of the Targaryens. The nobility typically speak High Valyrian as a sign of their status. A city of contrasts. King's Landing is a city of contrasts. The nobility live in lavish mansions on the hilltop, while the small folk live in squalid slums in the lower city. The city is full of wealth and opportunity, but it is also a place where crime and violence are rampant. The city's noble houses are constantly vying for power and influence. They engage in elaborate intrigues and marriages of convenience in order to advance their position. The nobility also enjoys a number of privileges, such as exemption from taxes and the right to trial by combat. The small folk, on the other hand, live a much harsher life. They work long hours for low pay, and they are often forced to live in cramped and dangerous conditions. The small folk are also vulnerable to crime and disease. A city of culture. Despite its many problems, King's Landing is also a city of culture. The city is home to a number of theaters, brothels, and taverns. There are also a number of festivals held throughout the year, such as the Tourney of the Hand and the King's Landing pageant. The city's theaters offer a variety of performances, including plays, musicals, and acrobatic shows. The brothels cater to the needs of both the rich and the poor. The taverns are places where people from all walks of life can come together to drink, eat, and gamble. The city's festivals are a time for celebration and revelry. The Tourney of the Hand is a jousting tournament where knights from all over the Seven Kingdoms compete for glory and prizes. The King's Landing pageant is a parade that celebrates the city's history and culture.